The beyond is real. Obama breaks silence on alien presence on Earth. In a recent interview with Brian Tyler Cohen in February 2026, Obama provided further clarity regarding his stance on extraterrestrial life. Imagine a night 40,000 years ago. There are no city lights, no satellites, and no hum of engines. The air is crisp, smelling of wood smoke and damp earth. A lone hunter stands outside a cave in the Great Rift Valley, looking up. Back then, the Milky Way wasn't a faint smudge. It was a roaring river of light, so bright it cast shadows on the ground. As this hunter stares at a particularly bright star, he feels a primal shiver. He doesn't have the words for astronomy or exoplanet, but he feels the vastness. He wonders if something is looking back. Fast forward to today. The tools have changed, from flint spears to the James Webb Space Telescope. But the question remains. Recently, Barack Obama went viral for saying, "Aliens are real." But he didn't mean little green men in jumpsuits. He meant something far more profound and, perhaps, more haunting. We are likely living in a universe teeming with life, yet we have never been more alone. When Obama spoke about this, he struck a balance between cosmic optimism and cold reality. He confirmed that the math supports life out there, but he dismantled the myth of the alien in the basement. My analysis of this is simple. Human ego wants to believe we are important enough to be visited. We want a galactic federation to come and solve our climate or political problems. But the universe doesn't care about our desires. It obeys the laws of physics. To a prehistoric tribe, a mountain range was an impassable wall. To us, the vacuum of space is that same wall. Even at the speed of light, it takes years to reach the nearest star. For a biological entity, that journey is a death sentence. When Obama says the chances of a visit are low, he isn't hiding a secret. He's acknowledging that even the most advanced aliens are likely prisoners of their own solar systems, just as we are. Dr. Hakeem Onushei makes a distinction that most sci-fi movies ignore. He talks about microbial life. If we could travel back to the Archean Eon, 3 billion years ago, Earth was an alien world. The sky was orange, the seas were green with iron, and the air was toxic. Yet life was everywhere in the form of single-celled organisms. I believe the universe is a microbial empire. On Mars, we found long-chain alkanes, organic footprints in the dust. While our ancestors were learning to control fire, Mars might have been home to vast colonies of bacteria under its surface. This is the alien reality Obama hints at. It's not a saucer landing on the White House lawn. It's a microscopic fossil found in a Martian crater. It doesn't talk, but it changes everything. It tells us that life isn't a miracle. It's a chemical inevitability. Why aren't there alien cities? Why didn't our prehistoric ancestors see sky gods descending in chariots of fire? Think about the leap from a single cell to a complex animal. On Earth, it took nearly 3 billion years. That is a staggering amount of time. It required a perfect moon to stabilize our tilt, a Jupiter to deflect asteroids, and a magnetic field to shield us from radiation. Hakeem suggests that while microbes are common, intelligence might be a freak accident. My personal take? Intelligence is a double-edged sword. Just as our prehistoric ancestors almost went extinct during the Toba supervolcano eruption 75,000 years ago, any advanced civilization faces great filters. Nuclear war, climate collapse, or AI. Maybe civilizations blink out as fast as they appear, leaving only ruins on dead rocks. We often see ancient cave paintings of strange figures with bulbous heads and think, aliens. But let's analyze this with a grounded lens. To a prehistoric mind, anything unknown was otherworldly. A shaman in a trance might see visions born of ritual or hunger. When we project our modern obsession with aliens onto the past, we strip our ancestors of their creativity. They weren't drawing visitors from the Pleiades. They were drawing the spirits of the forest and the echoes of their own minds. However, the fact that we have always looked for something in the sky tells us about our nature. We are a social species. Just as the hunter hated to be separated from his tribe, humanity hates the idea of being the only thinking thing in the dark. To make this tangible, let's look at a real example. Oumuamua. In 2017, the first interstellar object was detected passing through our solar system. It was shaped like a cigar, accelerated without a comet tail, and came from outside our neighborhood. Some Harvard scientists, like Avi Loeb, argued it could be an artificial light sail, a piece of alien technology. Most others said it was a strange rock. Imagine if Oumuamua had passed by Earth 10,000 years ago. A hunter-gatherer might have seen a new star for a few nights, and then watched it vanish. They would have no way to measure its speed or trajectory. This proves Hakim's point. The universe might be throwing messages at us all the time, but if our technology isn't at the right level, we are just monkeys looking at a mirror. We are no longer just looking, we are smelling. The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, is analyzing the light passing through the atmospheres of planets orbiting other stars. If we see a sudden spike in CFCs, chemicals made only by industry, on a planet 40 light-years away, we found them. We won't see their faces, but we will see their smog. This is the modern version of seeing smoke on the horizon and knowing another tribe is there. It's a quiet, scientific discovery that doesn't involve lasers or invasions, but it bridges the gap between our world and theirs. As we wrap up this journey, go back to that cave. The fire is dying down. The hunter is huddled with his family for warmth. He realizes that as long as that fire burns, they are safe from the cold. The lesson for us today is identical. We spend so much time looking for them because we are afraid of being alone. We want the aliens to be real so we can feel part of a bigger story. But the real story is right here. If the universe is as vast as Obama says, and the distances are as great as Hakim calculates, then Earth is an incredibly rare, incredibly fragile sanctuary. We may never meet the others, and that's okay. Our job isn't to find a new home among the stars. It's to make sure our own prehistoric instincts, greed, violence, and tribalism don't blow out our fire before we've even had a chance to say hello to the cosmos. We are the universe's way of witnessing itself. Whether we are the only ones or just the first, we must act as if the entire history of life depends on what we do next.